Once hailed as timeless beauties, these A-listers now look nothing like their former selves. What went wrong? 1. Madonna. From Queen of Pop to Frozen Face. What happens when the material girl tries to outdance time itself? Once an icon of reinvention, Madonna's recent appearances have shocked fans with dramatically altered cheeks, lips, and brows, some even calling her unrecognizable. The singer's overuse of fillers and surgical tweaks created a porcelain, almost wax-like appearance that's far from her gritty 1980s edge. Plastic surgery can preserve, but overdoing it erases identity. If your brand is reinvention, remember, evolution shouldn't feel artificial. Mickey Rourke. Imagine winning a Golden Globe, then losing your face to bad decisions. Mickey Rourke's journey from heartthrob actor to plastic surgery cautionary tale began when he stepped back into the boxing ring in the 90s. Facial injuries led to reconstructive surgeries, but the results spiraled. Puffy cheeks, oddly shaped eyes, and asymmetry turned the rugged star into someone viewers barely recognized. He was a fighter in the ring.
Thank you all very much.
Fixing damage is noble. Chasing perfection often multiplies the scars. 3. Lindsay Lohan. From teen icon to tabloid cautionary tale. Can fame destroy youth faster than time ever could? Lindsay Lohan, the breakout star of Mean Girls, was once Hollywood's brightest rising star, but a storm of DUIs, court appearances, and reported substance use took a visible toll. Her once vibrant face seemed dulled, worn far beyond her years by the late 2010s. Cosmetic tweaks followed, but couldn't fully erase the damage. Fame aged her fast. Protect your peace, or you risk aging faster than your body should. 4. Val Kilmer. The voice is gone, and so is the spark. What do you do when your voice, your look, and your fame all fade at once? Val Kilmer once had Hollywood at his feet, from Top Gun to The Doors. But after battling throat cancer, his appearance drastically changed. He now speaks through a voice box and appears visibly frail and gaunt. While illness, not vanity, shaped his transformation, fans were stunned by how fast his image shifted. Time and tragedy aged him overnight. When health is at stake, beauty becomes the least important thing. 5. Donatella Versace. Fashion, royalty, or cosmetic overload. How does a fashion legend become her own extreme makeover? Donatella Versace, sister to the iconic Gianni Versace, was once admired for her sharp elegance. But in recent years, exaggerated lips, pulled skin, and a waxy complexion have overshadowed her style legacy. Critics argue she's become a symbol of how the fashion world pushes impossible beauty standards, even on its creators. High fashion can turn into high-pressure distortion. If you define beauty for others, stay grounded in your own. 6. Carrot Top. Comedian or cartoon character? Did comedy's wild child turn into a real-life action figure? Carrot Top, known for his outrageous props and orange curls, surprised everyone with a hypermuscular build and dramatically altered face in the 2010s. His sharp cheekbones, plumped lips, and tight skin left fans wondering, was this a joke or a cry for reinvention? The mix of surgeries and gym obsession made him more spectacle than star. Transformation isn't always progress. Sometimes the punchline is hidden in plain sight. 7. Goldie Hawn. Still smiling, but it's not the same face. How does America's sweetheart become nearly unrecognizable without disappearing? Goldie Hawn's radiant charm and laughter once lit up every screen, but recent appearances have sparked online debates. Puffy cheeks, tightened skin, and a frozen expression that doesn't match her signature warmth. Though never confirmed, many suspect cosmetic procedures aimed at preserving youth may have dulled the glow fans adored. Sometimes too much preservation can erase what made you timeless. Aging with grace includes letting some things go. 8. Steven Seagal, martial arts legend turned meme machine. How did an action icon morph into an internet punchline? Steven Seagal was once the embodiment of cool, deadpan, disciplined, and dangerous. But in the last decade, his bloated face, jet black hair dye, and rigid movements have sparked ridicule rather than respect. Allegations of vanity, denial, and odd public behavior only intensified the spectacle. He aged, but his ego refused to. Refusing change can make you a caricature of your past. 9. Janice Dickinson, the first supermodel, and her public downfall. What happens when a beauty pioneer fights nature with a scalpel? Janice Dickinson, once the world's first supermodel, openly chased youth with numerous procedures. Implants, lifts, fillers, you name it. But over time, her features lost balance. Uneven skin tone, tight lips, and a contorted expression made headlines instead of magazine covers.
Even she's admitted it. The obsession went too far. She modeled perfection and then became its cautionary tale.
Confidence comes from within, not under the knife. 10. Axl Rose, Guns N' what happened to his face? Is it still rebellion when you're hiding behind fillers? Axl Rose, the electrifying voice of Guns N' Roses, now looks more like a Vegas impersonator than a rock icon. Puffy cheeks, stretched skin, and stiff expressions stunned fans who once screamed for his wild authenticity. The once lean rebel looks plastic and oddly distant, aging not just in body, but in presence. You can't Botox your way back to rock and roll. Let aging rock, just don't let it roll over you. 11. Meg Ryan, Hollywood's sweetheart, lost in surgery. How do you go from rom-com queen to complete mystery? Meg Ryan, the face of When Harry Met Sally, once radiated effortless charm. But after stepping out of the spotlight in the 2010s, she returned looking unfamiliar. Swollen lips, altered cheeks, and tight skin had fans doing double takes. What was meant to preserve her appeal seemed to undermine it entirely. She kept her name, but lost the face audiences loved. Authenticity ages better than any surgical plan. 12. John Travolta. From Saturday Night Fever to smooth wax plastic. How do you stay youthful without looking real? John Travolta, the dancing dynamo of the 70s, has long tried to hold on to his matinee idol image. But recent appearances revealed an oddly smooth face, unnaturally arched brows, and rumors of lifts and laser treatments gone too far. Instead of timeless, it feels synthetic. He traded groove for gloss. Charm doesn't live in flawless skin. It lives in expression. 13. Priscilla Presley, the King's Queen in cosmetic crisis. What happens when a trusted face becomes untrustworthy? Priscilla Presley, widow of Elvis, was once admired for her poise and grace, but a botched procedure in the mid-2000s, reportedly involving industrial-grade silicone, left her with puffiness and uneven texture that shocked the public. It wasn't vanity. It was betrayal by the very industry she trusted. She aged twice, once by time, once by malpractice. Choose your experts wisely. Your legacy depends on it. 14. Ozzy Osbourne, rock legend battling time and illness. How do you age when your body's already been through war? Ozzy Osbourne defied death for decades through drugs, disease, and danger. Now in his 70s, he's visibly weakened with sunken features and tremors from Parkinson's. Unlike others, his transformation is rooted in survival, not surgery. It's painful, but honest. Time didn't change Ozzy. Life did. Aging with scars means you truly lived. 15. Tara Reid, party girl's face caught in the spotlight. Can a reputation age faster than your body? Tara Reid, once Hollywood's go-to for fun and flirtation, spiraled after botched surgeries and a string of public meltdowns. Uneven liposuction, facial fillers, and intense media scrutiny made her a tabloid fixture instead of a film star. She partied like she was invincible. Her face told another story. Short-term fame often leaves long-term damage. 16. Kenny Rogers, gambler who bet on the night. When does a country legend gamble too hard on youth? Kenny Rogers' rugged, folksy charm was part of his appeal. But in the 2000s, he admitted to overdoing facial surgery, and fans noticed. His once weathered face became stretched and expressionless, as if airbrushed in real life. He folded a winning hand, chasing a younger look. Some lines on a face are worth keeping. 17. Renee Zellweger, the star no one recognized on the red carpet. How does a Hollywood A-lister disappear in plain sight? Renee Zellweger walked a red carpet in 2014 and no one recognized her. Dramatically altered eyes and facial structure sparked a media frenzy. Though she later clarified that she had simply aged differently, the incident exposed how much we expect stars to look frozen in time. Aging naturally became controversial. The real shock, she never stopped being talented. 18. Macaulay Culkin, child star to striking stranger with a twist. Can you fall apart and then find your way back? Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone icon, shocked fans with a gaunt, unhealthy appearance in the early 2010s. Substance abuse and burnout visibly ravaged his look. But by 2020, he returned stronger, healthier, and ironically, more grounded than many of his years. He aged poorly, then healed beautifully. It's never too late to reverse the damage. Next up, celebrities who aged gracefully without losing themselves. Some of them may surprise you even more.